Heya, cryptozens. Tonight's stories. Spotify to add NFTs. Are NFTs coming to Instagram? Australian regulator sues Meta over crypto ads. It's 10 p.m. Pacific time and the date is March 18th, 2022. Welcome back to the Crypto Overnighter. I'm your host, Nick. The cover model for this podcast is Tex, and together we take a nightly look at the crypto, NFT, and metaverse space and the industry that surrounds it. We bring you news stories on familiar topics. And keep in mind, nothing in this show should ever be considered financial advice. If you are new here and you find that you like this show, subscribe and rate us. Leave us a review. Tell your friends. Give Tex and I 5 stars. All of these things will help other people find their way to this podcast. Now, did you hear about this guy? This guy's name is DinoDealer, and he sold $1 million rock for less than a penny. Okay, let's get a few things straight here. DinoDealer is not the guy's real name, and the rock is not a real rock. It's an NFT. Granted, it's a $1 million rock NFT, but it's an NFT. And it's an NFT that this guy sold for 444 Way. They'd been planning on selling it for 444 ETH. 444 Way is far less than a penny. 444 ETH is 1.2 million bucks. So, he confused the two, clicked submit, and then it was gone. Bot sniped. At that point, the deed is done. So, DinoDealer has come to terms with his loss. He put up a new Twitter avatar. So it's his avatar standing next to a copy of the $1 million rock crossed out in red. But they are not completely out. Another person sent them an NFT of a picture of the rock with glasses and headphones. And it was signed MFR Rocks. Now, before we get into tonight's stories, let's take a quick look at the markets. At the time of writing, the global crypto market cap is $1.87 trillion. That's up 2.45% on the day. The top 5 cryptos by market cap are Bitcoin up 2.11%, Ethereum up 4.83%, Tether, Binance Coin up 1.96%, and USDC. The global NFT market cap is just above $10.1 billion. That's up 6.55% since we spoke last. The top NFT collections on OpenSea by sales volume are Bored Apes down 60%. And Mutant Apes also down 60%. Azuki up 415%. CryptoPunks up 69%. And CloneX up 29%. Keep in mind, some of these collections have very volatile prices. So, do your own research. Spotify to add NFTs. So it looks like the Swedish firm is planning on adding some blockchain and some NFTs to their offerings. They posted for a couple of jobs recently that kind of tipped their hand. According to one ad, they're looking for someone to work in the early stages of Web3 projects. Their advertisement reads, "The hiring of Spotify in this sector seems to be the first phase of exploration. A vacancy for an engineer for its experimental growth team. The full stack small team that will be responsible for driving growth through new technologies such as Web3. And they have another one for a manager opening in their innovation and market intelligence group. That ad says, quote, "The streaming company is looking for a candidate with experience in the content creator, media, Web3, and emerging technology industries to assist Spotify in defining moonshots." Now, moonshots is their term for ambitious new projects. And they're not treading new ground here exactly. 3.5 years ago, they bought a startup called Media Chain Labs. And that group went to work in New York on developing better technology for like connecting artists and other right holders with tracks that are based on Spotify's service. But they've been working on stuff on their own too, outside of their acquisitions. They developed a decentralized peer-to-peer database, and that database can be used to connect applications with media and information about that media. So examples would be like an attribution engine for creators to tell you what the name of the album of a song are, and a cryptocurrency that rewards creators for their work. And what a coincidence. They invested $10 million in Meta's Libra crypto. They ended up being one of the founding members of the Libra cryptocurrency initiative. It seems like all of the major global digital companies are paying attention to NFTs and digital payments. Are NFTs coming to Instagram? Now, we were just talking about Meta and NFTs, and the answer is, it sure looks like it. We're working on bringing NFTs to Instagram in the near term. That was how Zuck brought the idea forward. He was speaking on a panel at South by Southwest on Tuesday, and he followed that up with, I'm not ready to kind of announce exactly what that's going to be today. He also said, over the next several months, the ability to bring your NFTs in, hopefully over time be able to mint things with that environment. Now, to be sure, this is not the first time that this subject has come up with Zuck and his team. Adam Mosseri is Instagram's top executive, and he said the company was, quote, actively exploring NFTs. Last January, Meta said that they were hoping to add NFT custody to their Novi wallet. They've been working on using NFT as a profile pic and minting NFTs on the platform. Okay. Storing NFTs in a wallet, I totally get that. Get them off your auction sites and into your own custody. Using NFT as an avatar, I think that's going to become more and more common. Frankly, you can do that now. It's just not verified. Minting, however, is a very interesting idea when it comes to Insta. I mean, does this mean you could mint one of your Instagram posts as an NFT right from the platform? Would it go into your feed as an NFT? What about video clips? Would that same thing hold true? Where it really gets interesting is this whole idea of being able to mint and sell right from your feed. Because you know Zuck is looking at the revenue. OpenSea is bringing it in, and you know he wants some of that money. I will be stunned if there's no Instagram NFT marketplace. But I'm thinking tapping into an existing social network is the way to grow a marketplace for things like that. I mean, Twitter, they've added the ability to verify an NFT as an avatar. And anyone who's really interested in it can click on it, see the stats like the rarity, take you to the OpenSea profile of that picture. And you know, TikTok's going to come out with this because anything that Instagram does, TikTok does. So you can look forward to that. Australian regulator sues Meta over crypto ads. So, speaking of Meta, they're in a bit of hot water down under. The ACC is Australia's Competition and Consumer Commission. They are taking Meta to federal court. The accusation is that Meta engaged in, quote, false, misleading, or deceptive conduct. Now, the claim is that that happened because Meta published, quote, scam celebrity crypto ads. Yeah, the highlighted ads feature Dick Smith and David Koch and Mike Baird. These are prominent Australian figures, and they never gave permission to be used in those ads. And these are sophisticated, long-term scams. People have lost hundreds of thousands of dollars to them. Back in February, the commission started investigating Meta for allegedly fraudulent advertising. Andrew Forrest is an Australian billionaire. He also took action against Meta for hosting ads that used his name to commit fraud. In an announcement earlier today, the commission said Meta, quote, aided and abetted or was knowingly concerned in false or misleading conduct and representation by the advertisers. Seems these scam ads had sketchy links, and these links would take you to a fake media article with made-up quotes by these Australian celebrities. The announcement says, users were then invited to sign up and were subsequently contacted by scammers who used high-pressure tactics, such as repeated phone calls, to convince users to deposit funds into the fake schemes. Rod Sims is the chairman of the ACCC. He doesn't seem like a fan. He said, quote, Meta is responsible for these ads that it publishes on its platform. He continued, it is a key part of Meta's business to enable advertisers to target users who are most likely to click on the link in an ad to visit the ad's landing page using Facebook algorithms. Those visits to landing pages from ads generate substantial revenue for Facebook. In one shocking instance, we are aware of a consumer who lost more than $650,000 due to one of these scams being falsely advertised as an investment opportunity on Facebook. This is disgraceful. The ACCC says Meta broke the Australian Consumer Law, or Australian Securities and Investments Commission Act. They are seeking, quote, declarations, injunctions, penalties, costs, and other orders. And that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. I really do appreciate it. So let me ask you this. What do you think? This lawsuit against Meta, does it have any merit? Is Meta responsible, or is it you kind of a do your own research kind of thing? Should companies be screening these ads better, or is that the consumer's responsibility? Tell me what you think. Send me an email at crypto.overnighter@gmail.com. That's crypto.overnighter@gmail.com. Now, I'm going to be on the road tomorrow, the 19th, and again on Wednesday, the 23rd. So there will be no show on those nights. However, the nights of the 20th to the 22nd, I will be recording poolside in Las Vegas. Oh, and hey, give Crypto in 5 Minutes a listen. We're up to 34 educational podcasts and counting. 5 minutes to explain one concept in crypto. And until next time, may peace